Welcome to another weekly update video. Little bit of a mistake. It is Tuesday morning at 9:20 here right now. It's not that we didn't do anything yesterday, it's just didn't take any video. I was out at the old shop, cleaning it up, sweeping it out, meeting the junk guys, hauling all the old garbage away, and then I came back and I made two videos, and I'm going to drop the links in the description. One was for the 209, one was for the Nacken, so check those out. Logan had a ton of fun yesterday too. What happened?
I got my root canal finished up, so I'm officially kind of done with that, but I'm still sleeping off my anesthetics.
Yeah. So he had a legit break yesterday. That's fine. Today we got lots going on. Packing up Nacken, packing up 209. 209 gets shipped out. Nacken will be boxed and ready to go for anybody that wants to buy it. Product in link in the description. Sharky 2.0, his head is done. It's turning out really good. I think it looks pretty awesome. This is a better plastic than PLA. We're not going to have to laminate this. I did the files really thick. It's about 6 millimeters thick. Bulletproof little Sharky. And you'll see, as you see, he's got an open mouth. So we're going to have internal thrusters, and I got a whole thing all rigged up in there. So we're going to start packing up some boats and see what else we can get done today. So we got everything boxed up there. We got 209 in big box here, and then we got Nacken there in 2 boxes because it's such a big boat. Packing up some other orders here. I got a little motor to go out and a bunch of bulkheads for a OTW dive module. They're just universal supports. I thought it might be kind of interesting. I want to show you how we build these little gas adapters. Now, if you've got a gas ballast system, you've kind of been relegated in the past to using like Propel, and you had to get these like special adapters that screw into the top. When you can find those Propel tanks, bottles, they're really expensive now. But if you get something like this, these are like $2 or $3 when you go to like Staples or whatever. But the issue is they've got these little triggers on them. So we came up with these adapters. Actually, I saw it on the forums, and I don't remember who it was, but it was a brilliant idea that I stole. And this is how you do it. You can get these off of Amazon. These are just little adapters with a little threaded coupler in the back. And the cool thing about this is that there's a little hole inside, which you can't see obviously, that fits perfectly for a 1/8 tube. So let me show you what this looks like. So what we've got here, a thread adapter in my vise. I got a little chunk of 1/8" brass tube, and what I did is I threaded the end of it with an M4 die. So now it's threaded, and it just so happens that it perfectly threads into the little plastic nozzle on the end here, and it doesn't leak. So I'm going to cut this off at about, I'm going to say like 3 inches. 3 inches. You drop this right into the end of this unit, and it should fit nice and snug. And now all we're going to do is we're going to solder this sucker in there. Done. Now all you need to do is thread this into your adapter, or into your can, and it kind of self-seals. Now you can pressure test it by closing this, putting your finger over the end and squeezing the trigger, listening for leaks. Well, that blew out my finger. So it doesn't seem to be bad. And now if you twist this thing upside down. Let's see here. There's only air left in this can. This is blow off duster. Let's try this one. There's our gas. And that is what you can use to charge up your gas ballast system. And what I like about this is, unlike the adapter on the top of the can, you have to like push it down and try and manipulate transmitter. This locks on, so you don't need to worry about that. Pretty cool. Hope you like it. Well, I'm about to head into the office so I can work on Sharky files. I've got 4 or 5 of them to modify a little bit before I'll be able to print them off. So I'm going to take some time to do that. Today was a messed up day. Felt like a lot of wheel spinning, and it's always on days where you're packing up things because it doesn't feel like you have anything to show for it at the end of the day, other than the sense of satisfaction of having something shipped out. So hopefully tomorrow will be a little better. Starting a list of things to do on the to-do board. That'll be Wednesday. So we're going to sign off for today, pick things up afresh tomorrow, which is going to be Wednesday. So see ya then. Happy Wednesday, everyone, or whatever day it is you're watching this video on. In the shop, getting things done. We got the new radio installed in Skipjack, and we'll be heading out to the pond to try it out today, time willing. So we'll have some video for that. We got a little project sent to us. Somebody was looking for a little bit of consult time. That's a pretty cool project. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but basically it's for STEM research or STEM projects for kids at a shopping mall. They get to drive around, use remote control vehicles, and he just wants a little input on his little cool water pumping RC boats. So that's what Logan's working on, is getting in there so that we can take it apart and evaluate it and see what we think about it. I am going to show you guys a really cool replacement for a Y-splitter for remote control. But not in this video. If you want to see it, it's going to be a separate video dedicated specifically for it. Ken Drews was the gentleman that sent this prototype to me and wanted to highlight. So big shout out to Ken for that. I will put the link to that video in the description so you can head on over and take a look at it. It's pretty cool. So it's about 11:30 in the morning. Got some more work done on Seaview, and Logan put some work in on this. This was sent to us by the owner of Argonaut. He had said that the forward dive planes were not working and that the ballast system was not sucking water. So we sorted out the dive planes. It turned out it was a faulty little servo extension wire. I don't know what was up with that, but we fixed it, or Logan fixed it. And now we're going to dunk this thing in the water and see if we can get the pump to pump water. So it looks like maybe we have a faulty, well, a damaged or shorted or messed up pump. When we put it in the water and submerge the intake, when we hit the pump, it runs, but nothing happens. So, I think we're going to throw a new pump in there and see if we can make it work. Alright, we got this thing pulled apart. Here's the old pump, and you can see a noise suppression capacitor on there. We're going to put a new one on the new motor, which Logan is gently modifying right there. I am super curious as to why this stopped working. So while he installs the new one, I'm going to take this one apart and we're going to see what the heck is wrong with it. All right, mystery solved. So here's the motor, just a motor. No, nothing fancy. You see, it's got like a little spline dealy on there, a little flat. And then we've got our little gear part of the gear motor. And you can see this top one right here. This gear is supposed to have a flat in it too, but it looks like it's completely stripped. So that's not cool. That's why the motor was just spinning. And this is actually a little even brown in here. I'll be willing to bet that this burned just from the friction of that thing spinning, with the owner trying to figure out what the heck was going on. So hopefully the new motor is not broken, and then we'll get it installed and tested and all of that stuff. And maybe actually it wouldn't even be a bad idea to try and run some water through it now. What do you think?
Before I put it in?
Yeah.
Yeah, always gets tested.
All right, let's do that. We'll hook up some hoses and run some water through it. All right, repair has been completed. You can see the new pump in place, all ready to go. All that's left is to throw it in there, make sure it pumps, and make sure that the directions are set up properly on the transmitter, so up is up and down is down and all that stuff. I'll dunk it if you... All right, let's do this. We'll keep this out. This is the snorkel. All right, go submerge. It's working. Actually, if I dunk this, you should see bubbles. Yep, there we go. Yeah, the water's rushing in there. There we go. Done. Thursday morning, back in the shop. Been a busy day again already. Logan and I did our morning workout and came back. I did a bunch of sanding on Seaview. So Logan is wiping it down, getting it ready for another coat of primer. Double check the seams, make sure everything is looking awesome. We got that cylinder that we repaired all boxed up and ready to go. So that's out in the garage. We ran to storage, grabbed a bunch of stuff there because we got a lot more projects going on here. So we're going to be finishing out the Type 7, doing all the testing and trimming. We got a 212 that we need to do some work with. We are going to be boxing up the breast cancer boat, which, by the way, that auction or bidding is going to be closed October 31st. So you still have a chance to put your bid in for this. I'm going to be doing up another video, dropping soon. The funnest boat I've ever operated, hands down. Then a bunch of radios that we got to get shipped out. So lots of stuff. Another project on the bench, super, well, kind of super quick one. So earlier on, Logan adjusted this while I was away. Got all the rear dive planes fixed up and adjusted and increased some throws, and that's all working awesome now. This is, by the way, an Engel 212, if you can't tell by the giant Engel sticker on the top. I made a small adjustment back here. We're charging up the batteries. We're making a charging adapter on customer's charging harness over there, so he can charge it up. And after that, we'll have almost all of that done. Sounds like he wants to send me a new fancy prop that he got, and it looks like that's going to be doable, so awesome. And the last thing that we need to do is re-trim the boat, because when it was at Subfest, it had this like left leaning, or maybe it was right leaning tendency. I don't know what happened to the weights. They're like all gone, so we'll retrim it, throw it back in the pool, get it all perfect and dialed up. And then after that, I think this afternoon, we might pull out the Type 7, maybe trim that out, And then I've got to ship out these little Bantam cylinders. Aren't they cute? These are for the 77th Disney Nautilus. Little tiny suckers. Pretty cool stuff. These are the... Jason put those together from his new business. Next Gen Cylinders. So, good progress today. I am feeling good. Happy Friday, everyone. Really short day at the shop. We're going to be like finishing up in like 15 or 20 minutes here because we're flying off to Florida to visit some friends that we haven't seen in years. Well, a while. Not years. Months. What did we get done here? Sea View is basically all done. I got a little tiny spot to address right here, but she's been primed. We're going to get some paint on that first thing when we get back next week. Logan's going to continue work on his Kilo. We got to get that thing knocked out. We've got the breast cancer awareness boat. That video dropped. Take a look at it. You've only got a few more days left to put your silent bid in. I can't stress enough that it is an amazingly fun boat. If you want something you can just turn on, throw in the water, and have a blast with, this is the one you need. Bid high, bid generously. Remember, a large portion of the proceeds go to breast cancer research. What else did we do? We packed up Nacken. We shipped out the 209. Skipjack was fully tested. We're just waiting to box that up and get it all ready for the new owner. That is up, by the way, up on the website. First come, first serve. It's an amazing boat. Great first submarine for anybody looking to get into the hobby. Or, hey, if you got a big fleet, supplement it with this thing. It's a blast. I think the last thing that I want to talk about is something I'll be working on next week with Logan. Maybe he'll take point on this. He doesn't even know it yet. This just came. So when I was out at the lake last Saturday, I was hauling Nacken, which is a big, heavy boat, a long way from the parking lot to the pond. And dang near broke my back. So Ed and I were talking. He has one of these. I just got this. It was like $80. Pretty cheap. Folding aluminum. It weighs like nothing, like 4 pounds. It's ridiculous. The legs lock in place, and my idea is to turn this into the ultimate boat stand. So basically, I think it's about 4 feet long. So it'll accommodate, smaller boats, like Skipjack over there. Or big ones, 6, 7, 8 feet long. All we're going to do, we're going to mount these wheels to one of these. They'll go on the outside, so the legs will still fold up. But you can put them down, and then you just kind of grab it from here and push it around. And then we're going to build some standoffs here that are adjustable, so they'll accommodate almost any boat. And then if we really get fancy, maybe we'll put some handles on it so you could actually drop the whole thing in the water to launch and retrieve your boat. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we won't. I kind of like the belt launching mechanism that we were doing. I forgot. We knocked out Howard's boat, his little 212. We're just waiting on some new batteries for that. So it was a good week. We got lots done. Short week this week. It'll be a short week next week too because we get back on Monday from Florida, so we'll lose at least part of the day then. But wanted to make sure we got this update video out because no doubt I would get inundated with emails from people saying, "Where's your update video?" So we'll make sure. Any parting comments?
Nothing I can think of.
Nothing you can think of? Okay. That's fair. I can't think of anything either. With that, we'll let you guys all go. Have a great weekend, and we will catch you all next week.